and well, and it's Premier League again. Listen, I'm still in the mindset from the other day. I just want this season done as quickly as possible. I'll make these videos for you, and I'll make them for myself as my catalogue, for when I'm an old man, I can look back and stuff. But yeah, I'm done with the season now. I just want it to be over now. It's really hard to have any enthusiasm for the season now. There's nothing to play for. The style of football hasn't improved. The only, the shining light so far under Potter for me is the progression of Ollie Scholes. And that's about it. And that's a big one. I'm happy for that. I'm really happy that Ollie's done well when he's pushing, to be a real important member of the squad going forward now. But yeah, I'm just not seeing enough. It's hard. It's draining. It's so draining. And we play a really good team who have shown that without a massive spend up and a small stadium, but not a lovely stadium, you can still go on and have a fantastic season and play good football. Yeah, their team might get ripped apart a little bit. They've got the fantastic centre back. Kluivert, I think, is heavily linked to another club. Semenyo's a great player as well. But what a season they've had. What a season Bournemouth have had. They currently sit 10th in the Premier League. At one point, they was right up there. Right up there. They can still get European football potentially. Obviously, they went out to the FA Cup to City. So that was one of their paths that have gone. But they are still in there. Like I say, they're still 10th on 44 points. You look at, it's only 5 points behind Chelsea. They've had a fantastic season. For a club of their size, they've had a fantastic season. Looking at their last few fixtures, guys. Last night, real poor result for them. They lost 2-1 to Ipswich. What else we got? They lost to City 2-1. They've lost to Brentford 2-1. 2-2 with Tottenham. 1-1 with Wolves. Obviously, they won out on penalties, but they haven't actually won a game in 90 minutes since 22nd of February against Wolves. That was the last time they won. They've had a lot of draws and a few losses recently. So maybe the sandals are on. Who knows? Andy Mitz. Yes, he has shored up a leaky defence, Luke, but has completely neutralised our attack. Poor trade-off, in my opinion. Yeah, listen, the defence has shored up. They're only conceding like 1 goal a game. But yeah, we're not creating. Maybe for a little bit of luck the other day, if the ball was in front of Ferguson, the ball wouldn't have come off the bar. If Emerson wouldn't have gone for the Di Canio, the what ifs, maybe it could have been a different game. But we definitely, the passing around the back for the sake of passing, and then someone hoofs it up and then it's not sticking to anyone because we haven't got prime Drogba or Andy Carroll, those beast lone strikers that the ball sticks to. It's really frustrating. It really is. Anyway, back to Bournemouth. Like I say, not in their best of form at the moment, but they have had a great season. There's no denying that. Another thing that could happen to them next year is Iraola. I reckon if Tottenham don't win the Europa League, which, let's be honest, there's no guarantees of that, I think Ange could go, and it wouldn't surprise me if Tottenham go after him, and that would really annoy me, because I think he's a fantastic manager. I would have liked West Ham to have gambled and had a bit more about him, and, paid his release calls, or even, waited, put Kevin Keane or someone like that in charge in January, till the summer, waited for Iraola, and get him in. But it wasn't to be. And yeah, if he goes to Tottenham, I'd be quite disappointed. I'd be gutted. I'd be gutted because West Ham should have gone for someone like that. They really should have. Looking at them, they played a 4-2-3-1 formation with Kepa in goal, the ex-Chelsea man, ex-most expensive goalkeeper in the world. Or is he still the most expensive goalie in the world? I'm not sure. Kirkes, we know about him from the AZL. Well, what a player. That's another one that could go. I know that my Liverpool fans that I work with, they admire him, because Robertson's, just sort of getting a little bit, starting to show his age recently, and you could see Kirkes being a fantastic signing for them. Huijsen is the the young Spanish guy who Real Madrid are looking at. I think Barcelona are looking at him. I think even, again, Liverpool are looking at him as well. What a player. What a player. What a player he is for a young lad, 19 years old. And looks like, a fully established centre-back now in the Premier League. What a player. Whoever plucked him out and brought him in, what a signing. The other centre-back, Zabarani, I think that's how you pronounce it. Cook at right back, and then you've got Christian Adams in the middle, who have done a fantastic job all season. Atari, Semenyo, Brooks, great player, and Evan Nilsson, again, great buys. Great buys. Andy says, what worries me about Bournemouth, Luke, is their pace through the midfield and attack. Yeah, something that we are the slowest team in the league. We are. We've got no pace in midfield. We've got no person who can pick the ball up, carry it and run. Kudus, maybe you could say, but he's doubtful for this game. And if you don't put Alvarez in there, whether you like him or not, I like Alvarez. He's a spoiler. He smashes people up in the air and will, rattle these players. But you could see it with Gomez, couldn't you? For Wolves the other day, we had no one there to just smash him when he's trying to get through. Got to put Alvarez in for this game. They've got Taverner out, Enes Unai out, Sinistera, Julian Araujo, and Cliver is doubtful for this game, which is a good thing for us, really, because he's had a fantastic season. Looking at their strengths and weaknesses, guys, I'm just going to load this up now very quickly. So, in terms of strengths and weaknesses for Bournemouth, we have their strengths are creating scoring chances, attacking down the wings, creating long shot opportunities, counter-attacks, and stealing the ball from the opposition. Their weaknesses are listed as offsides, obviously, because they counter quite a lot, keeping possession of the ball, defending set pieces, and defending against long shots. Their style of players, they take loads of shots, attempt to cross a lot, loads of long ball, control the game in the opposition half, like to attack down the left-hand side. They're aggressive, and opponents usually play aggressive against them. Won't be West Ham, though, because we don't press, we don't do anything. So they'll probably have a nice, easy day at the office. For us, obviously, Kudus is still doubtful. Somerville, we know, is out for the season, and Antonio. So, for me, I think we should, he's probably going to stick with a three at the back. I'd like to see it change, but I don't think he will. This is what I think he's going to go. I think he's going to go Areola, Kilman, Mavropanos, and Tobido. Maybe Cresswell comes out this game, even though I think Cresswell's played well. I think Emerson will start. Scholes will probably go onto the bench, and I think he'll play Sojek, Alvarez, and Qatar with Wan-Bissaka as the right wing back role. And I reckon he's going to go Fulkrug and Bowen up front as a two, sort of a 3-5-2 formation. That's what I think he's going to go. I'd like to see him go 4-3-3 with Tobido, Kilman, Emerson or Scholes, Wan-Bissaka right back, Alvarez as the pivot, Paquetá, Ward-Prowse, so take your pick. Bowen, if Kudus was fit, you'd play Kudus. And Fulkrug up front, that's what I'd personally do. But do I think he will do that? No, I really don't. Looking at the last game against them, we drew 1-1 back in December, and we beat them in the Carabao Cup. I went to that game. What a horrible game that was as well. That was Tobido's debut. I think it might be Fulkrug's debut, that one as well, or home debut. I remember Bowen scored quite late in that game because it looked like at one point it might go extra time, and thankfully Bowen scored quite late, or it was if Bowen or Sojek, I can't remember. I was definitely at the game. Yeah, but listen, do I think we can win? Probably. If we can keep it tight and maybe try and pick up something, let the shackles off a little bit more what we see in the second half. It was a little bit better in the second half, and I'm really clutching at straws. But yeah, we just listen. We can't go down. We can't really go up anywhere majorly. Shackles off, and just give us some entertainment. God forbid, that stadium at the minute is a library. Watching at home, I get to like half time, 35 minutes in. I'm like, I'm bored to tears. This is meant to be my entertainment. This is meant to be my hobby. This is meant to be something I enjoy. You know, you think of other sports that, some of you might watch sports that I would consider boring. Like, I'm not a big Formula One fan. I'm not a big cricket fan, but some of you might, enjoy watching the whole thing. I love snooker. A lot of people find that boring. I never really switch snooker off because it never bores me. Boxing, I never switch a boxing off. I'm big with darts at the minute. I love watching me darts, but West Ham at the minute is painful. It is painful. It doesn't entertain me. It's a hobby that if it was anything else but West Ham, you probably would have give up years ago. But because it's West Ham and it's our religion, you have to go. You have to turn up to church every week, and watch it and put yourself through it. Yeah, just get this season over with. Just get it done now. Honestly, get it done. Get it done. Anyway, guys, thank you if you've watched me live. Really appreciate that. I know it's a bit unscheduled, really. I completely forgot to do a preview this week. Usually I'll go and do it on like a Wednesday night or whatever. But yeah, so that's our preview for West Ham versus Bournemouth. That kicks off 3 o'clock on a Saturday. That's another good thing. Do love a 3 o'clock kickoff on a Saturday. You don't get many of them nowadays, do you? So it's good to have one of them. Enjoy the Grand National. Probably what most of us will be doing. When's that? It usually goes off about 4:45. Then that'll be just that full time. So enjoy that as well. And if you've got any tips for the Grand National, because I can't say I'm an expert, what you're going for, let me know. Come on, your words. Keep believing. Let's go.